flanks are better. No pony to tell you who you have to be.
But I like circle painting.
Obligatory sin for not having a single main six appearance in the entire episode. Unless we count this very conveniently captured photograph, that is. Being assigned a still life as an art project and drawing a circle instead is either very stupid and insulting, or very deep and impressive in the art world.
Is this art or a mistake?
Circle Philly walks out this door and immediately disappears.
If only there was a way we could help a whole herd of them at once. Oh, but it'd have to be somewhere big enough to handle all those blank flanks. Somewhere outside.
The entire reason they decided to do a camp and not a class or other workshop of some kind is to handle a large herd of blank flanks. But in the end, these few ponies could have just fit in the clubhouse. Also, handle. Back in Fame and Misfortune, Applebloom talks about their idea to do a summer camp.
We were thinking of putting together a Cutie Mark summer camp.
Either they changed their minds off-screen or read each other's minds to synchronize this day camp shout. What's the story behind camp friendship anyway? Who owns it? Who supervises the kids? And who gives the kids the authority to divide the property and assume control of the compound as Cutie Mark cult leaders? Starlight should have set up operations here. Few people can leave their marks as much as Lauren Faust having her name on a show she hadn't touched since season 2. The CMC ignore the interested ponies to harass the one pony that's obviously not interested. Great sales tactic. Good luck with that. Rumble is another example of just how intense puberty can be for a pony's voice.
Oh, hey, Crusaders.
Rumble, where's your lazy brother? He's got the feather flu.
This random trash can has been neglected since season 1. Also, Lyra has yet to add this human sock to her anthropology collection.
What you got there, little brother?
No one casually says little brother like this except to explain one's relationship in an efficient manner to an outside observer. What are they feeding kids these days? Fillies and colts are significantly larger than they used to be. Oh, would you look at that? Circle Pony already has her Cutie Mark. There's a lot of Cutie Mark weirdness in this episode, but this filly torrented a pirated copy of Scootaloo's mark.
Rainbow Dash is practically my sister, and she's a Wonderbolt too.
These fillies and colts know what's up. Disregard the main characters who have years of development. Fall in love with the random background ponies. Scootaloo carries this horseshoe to Rumble, awkwardly realizes they're about to kiss, so she quickly shifts it to her hoof. Good catch, animators. Applebloom famously can't dance, but she leads this dance lesson anyway.
Haiku, Cutie, Mark! And I never would have tried without skedaddle.
Wow, this haiku stinks. In the absence of insight, syllable count reigns. Also, Circle Haiku Philly wrote this Cutie Mark haiku before the Cutie Mark itself appeared. This stool wasn't here in the previous shot. Scootaloo's eye streaks disappear. This Wonderbolt has a recycled twin sister.
We know you'll get your Cutie Mark. Every pony does.
You can't be a blank flank forever.
Unless you grow up to be an animation error, that is. We never do see Rumble get a mark by the end of the show, so it's entirely possible he is indeed a blank flank forever.
But I'm not gonna be put in a box.
Don't worry, Rumble. The male characters were never popular enough to be sold in boxes anyway. You're gonna be a blind bag recolor at best.
Oh, sorry, little brother.
Again, just in case the kids watching mistook them as father and son.
That camp is for losers.
Language?
You don't get a Cutie Mark just because you're good at something, or even because you like it.
Scootaloo upends the foundation of everything we knew about Cutie Marks, then fails to expound. Haiku Philly uses circle drawing as an example of being able to do different things despite having a different Cutie Mark. But unless circle painting is as lucrative of a career as joining the Wonderbolts, Rumble has every reason to be skeptical. Haiku Philly's circle magically disappears, but not as often as her Cutie Mark does. Cartoon hoof theorists will never recover from this rhythmic finger-snapping scene. This unicorn defeats the purpose of using a bow by levitating the arrow. Unicorns are still OP, please nerf.
Wow, you're cracking great.
You're grading great.
We just can't seem to talk any sense into that Rumble.
Applebloom seems to have forgotten his name for a moment there. If it helps, just remember him as Thunderlane's little brother.
Little brother? Little brother? My little brother?
This offensive expression should be censored immediately. This offensive castle should be censored immediately. For some reason, Rumble, Thunderlane, the food, and the entire fireplace teleports. The takeaway of this episode is that Rumble's goals and leadership is surprisingly similar to Starlight Glimmer, but only if she were a cult leader.
Rounder.
Blank flanks! Forever! Blank flanks!
This is our side of the island. That is the bad side, where you can prance and skip around like a magical pixie horse.